Good evening and welcome to Hit the Bar. Tonight I've got Gareth, Jimmy, Alan, Brian, Tania and Gareth. So everyone, I'll start with, well, we're not so newbie. We've not been here for a while. Tania, on co-coms on the weekend, smashed it. What were your opinions of the Crewe game?
Frustration. You probably didn't hear my frustrated grunts after the match, but I think it's the same story that we've heard over and over and over again. We don't take our chances, and the one chance that Crewe get, they score it, and it's about being clinical, isn't it? And I think for me the difference in that game was Callum Jones. Missed two good chances, and I think it was his runner that he didn't track back, and they scored. And the amount of times this season we've gone in, not scored at half time when we should be 1 or 2 up, and it kills us. I think the stat is that was our 7th 1-0 loss this season, and you just can't keep doing it.
It's not fun, is it, Jimmy?
No, there's a really interesting. It's actually on Sky Sports. It's Howard Walsall at the top of League Two, and there's a table at the bottom. If you have a look, it's got the most XG, as in which teams should score the most goals, and which are conceding the most goals from these chances. And if you total that up, we're 8th in the league. 8th in the league, yeah. So we're creating 5th most chances in the league, not scoring any of them.
I think our best XG this season was against Chelsea.
Right.
You just think, are you joking? We're losing 1-0 to Crewe.
Let's go straight into it. We need a striker.
Let's talk about this Dallas.
Let's talk about the not so invisible man.
We've got plenty of strikers. Dackers, what's up with them?
Well,
Right, Dackers.
You're such a striker.
It's killing us.
Hit the back of the net. I thought it was Dacker's best game. I thought it was his best game.
But is he a striker?
It's not a striker.
He's more like a number 10 for me.
Limited. You can't say he's not limited.
I'd play him in the number 10 role. We need somebody to put
He put the best cross in.
I thought Callum Jones was pretty poor, to be honest.
Yeah, they've been on season for me.
I mean, the first one that came off his shoulder.
Yeah, I thought he was poor. He had a chance in that number 10 role. No, it was really poor.
So attacking midfielders then? Is that what we need?
Well,
that's why it's Callum Cooking.
Dackers could play that number 10 role, I think.
Cook played really well. I really liked him.
Well, he's got to start games.
Do we not think Cook and Jones are directly interchangeable?
Yeah, Jones.
They play exactly the same position.
It's funny we bring up Jones
play Jones
being Gareth, because he got a lot of stick on Saturday night, but some of it's quite right.
Yeah.
A couple of things were said.
He started liking our twins.
Did
he?
Yeah.
Why were you slagging him off?
No, that's slagging him off. Just some constructive criticism.
I think we're pretty tame out as a fan base.
We're very tame.
If he was playing for Bolton or Leeds, he'd be getting hammered, wouldn't he? But he started liking everyone's sweets.
Yeah, I just said I've not been taken by him this season. He's not been playing very well.
He's really gone off the boil for me.
He just got less and less effort every week.
There's a player in there.
It's a shame.
If he's not playing well, he shouldn't be picked.
He got outdone by Jan on Saturday. I thought Jan was out of work rate, his desire, everything that Jones should be doing.
But I think the first time he was with us on loan, we had a better team and better players around him. I think this year,
I think he started the season okay, to be honest. I thought he started the season.
This year he's not got that, has he? So
he's not a number 10. Never in a million years is he a number 10.
He was playing with Robinson, wasn't he then?
Yeah.
It was all Flair, him and Alfred McCallum, but Derek came and bombed him out straight away.
Slightly different system as well, wasn't it? A bit more in the middle.
But I think when the effort of somebody Jan's age is more than somebody Callum's age, that's where you've got to.
100%.
And I met the guy, nice as a fella. I think his dad watches his matches and gives him a lot of feedback.
Sits right in front of me.
But it's
Don't tweet about him.
there's probably a 10-year age gap, and if Jan's out running you and out chasing, trying to get the
Put that
ball
work
back,
rate with
what
his
do you
ability.
know?
You've got a player there.
Yeah, there's a player in there, mate, but he's off the boil at the moment.
He's a bit of a show pony for me.
Yeah, he's just not contributing as much as, like you say, Jan.
To defend him a little bit, he's gone from not really playing to playing every week, which is obviously a big change.
He's got to be careful.
It looks like he's locked in his own head. It looks like he's overthinking it. He's not enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know,
what age
you get a little bit anxious. And
And
might need a few
that's-
weeks out.
Got to take your chances,
Yeah.
though, Jimmy. Haven't you?
That's the thing.
Number
With
10 role is a glamorous role. You got to
with
take
his
your chances.
age, as a player at Hull, still
Thank
going
you.
out on loan,
Yeah.
you would think that if he was
If
like
he's not careful, he'll be
ready,
he'll be in confidence.
he's been playing for a club.
Yeah,
Well,
will
he's
be.
signed for a club and been playing week in, week out. It's a bit weird.
So that's my whole point. He gets a great chance in that number 10 role, and he just completely fluffed his lines.
Yeah,
like.
it is.
I'm not saying he's a bad lad. I'm not saying he's a bad player.
It's
either,
not a
but
personal attack, is
yeah.
it? It's-
I'm just saying at
yeah.
the moment it's hard to find a place for him in the team.
But when he re-signed for us this year, he would have expected to play every week
Oh yeah.
because it's the second time
I
around.
just think he's got to lift his game.
I think he knew he was going to be
That's
playing every week.
Yeah.
Being on
Is he
a
out?
solid
Is he out of position though? 'Cause
He
he's
was out of
definitely
position
not-
Saturday for sure.
He's
Like.
not a number 10, is he? He's
No.
not.
At 23, he should have nailed down position by now,
Yeah,
shouldn't he?
he
At
should,
23.
yeah.
He should have someone nailed down. If he doesn't switch on soon, he'll be non-league.
When you've got, I mean, the effort Tom White puts in and the
Oh,
effort
yes.
Jan Sango's put,
Tom White's super.
You can't move those
That's
two out
box
of
to
that.
box stuff.
pivotal
It's gonna
role,
look,
can
gonna
you?
look less, aren't you, with them running?
You can't change those two. The
No,
back
they're-
four
they're
are playing
fine.
really well, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But then let's
Yeah.
talk about the
Are
wide
you
players as
91?
well. You know,
Wide
not-
players, yeah.
is
What's that,
Edwards off the boil or is
Well,
he
off the
inconsistent?
I
Or
wouldn't
what is
say
he?
I wouldn't say Edwards is off the boil. I think
He's not getting the
I
chance.
really like Guyon.
I'm not saying I
He
don't like
gives you
him, but is
110%
he
every
consistent though? Opie? Is he?
I'd probably say so.
He had one
Yeah.
good game in
I
5.
probably
Is-
would argue
Has he got a start because he can do some of the other guys don't? That's how I look
Yeah.
at him. Like
He
myself.
can pull it out of his pocket.
Oh, yeah.
My,
He's
the
best player.
my only criticism of Guyon is because he can run and because he can pass players. There's sometimes where he does that too much
He
rather
don't
than
pass the
passing.
ball.
And then we
Fine,
lose
the ball.
possession, and he just keeps going and going and going.
He'll go for a
Yeah.
shot through a crowd of players when he should just lay it off
Yeah.
someone.
But
He
I
ran
think,
at Cooney once on
Yeah,
Saturday.
overcomplicated.
He just went at it
Yeah.
once, that was it. It's not good enough.
but I think the positive, and I think we keep saying it, is we only lost 1-0 to second in the league. So that shows you how close
To be
Leeds to
fair,
it.
and we shouldn't
We shouldn't be
have won.
losing.
We should have got at
We're
least
back.
a point from
It's been a
that.
better side for me, I
We
thought.
were.
Second half, especially.
We were really good.
They
Yeah.
did nothing. Oh, we nullified them to that brilliantly. I thought
Yeah, the
back four and the
looking
two in
good.
front were superb. Keep right now, didn't really.
How do you feel the players out when you go in after a game like that? When they bossed it, they should have won, and they've lost again.
Oh, well.
It must be an absolute
Well,
ridiculous.
devastating.
Must be.
Jan had his head in
Yeah.
his hands,
Straight
didn't
after
he?
the
Did he
game,
after the
yeah.
game? And
It
he
must
came
be
up
so
from the match, he
frustrating.
was just sat there.
It's a
Yeah.
shame. It is a
He did the
shame.
post-match interview as
He did.
well, and the word he kept saying was frustrating.
Frustrating.
This
Yeah.
is
It must be doing
frustrating.
the red
This
zone.
is
It is,
frustrating.
Yeah, it must be.
But the base is there, though, isn't it, Gareth?
Oh, yeah,
They've got a
100%.
solid base there
Yeah.
with that sort of back six, you want to
Yeah,
call it
yeah.
that.
Hard to beat. So we
If we can get this mystery goal scorer,
Well, where's
I
the,
think we'll be
We
all
need
right.
more than one.
Where's the striker? He was
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Saturday.
the invisible.
Where is it?
Not so
Can't
invisible.
talk about this Dallas
Dallas.
guy. Come on, what's going on with him?
So
Is he coming in or not?
Who knows?
We don't know.
He's on the pitch,
Yeah.
you know, wearing 16 or 91 if you were carried off upside down. I don't know which.
But is it
There was
symptomatic
61
that-
next
is it
time,
symptomatic of the way the club's going at the moment, where we have a player warming up with our kit on and everything, and then
Knocking the ball around.
we couldn't
Not
sign him in
doing
time on the Saturday to play,
It was very weird.
and
wasn't
then
it?
here we are now Wednesday night.
Still
where is
not
it?
announced.
What? Where is
still
it?
training was,
It's
I reckon,
weird,
don't
isn't
they?
it?
He's still training, so he's still about, I reckon.
I'd love to see someone go down to that training pitch and snap some
Is it-
photos like
is
the
it-
old days.
But yeah, it's all things.
Who
Is
knows
it
about
down to
running in
money
there?
again? Is it down to money
I
again?
don't think it'll be down to money. I think.
We need either
I don't
Colchester
know,
and
mate.
Bradford. We
Yeah.
need two
Why
games
actually?
coming up, massive
We've
games.
got-
Well,
Yeah,
if it was down to money, surely you wouldn't have been there on Saturday on the pitch in the gear.
That's what counts.
there.
Is this a contract issue then? Does anybody
It can't
know?
be down to money because the board told us there's
Yeah.
£160,000 ring fence
And a bit more this
and
year.
a bit more on top of that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it can't be money unless he's on 30 grand a week.
Well, is it a contractual thing with him?
Not as
Or
much as you got.
or is there something what the EFL have got going and we have to obey?
He was on a season-long loan to Barrow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So does that say then that the contract says you're there till?
No, they terminated
Yeah,
him.
No, he got
So
terminated.
Barra
He's
sent him
definitely-
back.
Yeah, he's gone back.
He's definitely back at
So
Barnsley.
Barnsley
now.
Oh, I
after
see, so
accepting,
he is-
presumably.
Yeah.
Barnsley can't play him because you can't play for more than 2 teams
All right.
in a season.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
And they want to send him out
Yeah.
for the right amount of money. Oh, okay, pay his wages.
He's exactly the right kind of player we need. Though,
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
he?
really
If you
exciting.
look at our squad and go,
Yeah.
what would you put in there? And Andrew Dallas is
Oh,
exactly the
right.
right player. Isn't
Well,
he?
I'm
And it's
gonna
not just him. We need
Yeah.
more people like
Need
him.
one
We need a
more.
I'm
couple.
going to throw this one out, right? We've got these Tuesday, Saturday games coming up. We've got a lot of them, haven't we?
Yeah, next got
Our squad isn't going to be able to
No.
cope with it, I don't think. 'cause it
Especially
is
people
down
like
to-
Jan, like we've said before.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not a Tuesday.
See,
Saturday
Callum
kind of
Jones
player.
might have to
Derek-
come in for Jan in that pivotal
Didn't
midfield
Derek
slot.
say that Liam Gold's due back?
Yeah, he's
so
due
I
back
think
for
after
Bradford
a
game.
couple,
Yeah,
Bradford.
so that's-
Tuesday
But he's
night.
going to have to
We can't
rotate some
expect him to
players in
drop
there.
up and
No.
He's going to have to
Bramwich straight
rotate
away.
in there.
He's definitely
You
going
can't
to
expect-
rotate. I'm hoping Lee will start at Bradford.
Yeah.
But the
Really
amount of
hoping
games
he
this season I've watched where that you need that striker in the box taking a chance at a run in front of the defender.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the missing
You're
link
right.
Yeah.
every game. And Andrew Dallas is that
They-
player.
You
isn't
can't
he?
put
So
the ball in
we've
back
got
in the net.
9 days. Hopefully it'll happen before
Just
the week.
run in the
9
box.
days
Just
while the
make a
window's
run in
open.
there.
It needs to happen before
It needs
Saturday,
to
doesn't it?
happen. It needs to happen.
It needs to happen
Yeah.
before Saturday.
Teams
Well,
can
it does.
help. Teams can hold a high line, can't they? If we don't have 8 forward runner, no one ever breaks that line. Teams,
No.
it's quite easy
You
to play
see,
with.
you'll see teams with a back three, crew at a back three, and they're just 3v1 all the
See,
time.
yeah.
It's the
And
amount
it's
of
usually
balls.
Hope or Dackers, and they
Yeah.
drop deep anyway.
It's when the
They're not
ball
causing them any problem.
No.
Go, really.
It's when the ball comes in and there's a defender, the goalkeeper, the defender, and Dackers is there. And the ball's coming in from this
It's
side,
not
and
very
every
good.
time
He
you're
doesn't-
going, who's making the run?
He plays
Who
too
is
deep,
making
He's
doesn't
the
he?
still
run?
here because he knows
Yeah.
it out.
Well, what backs up behind him?
And then
is
it'll
probably
land on
a
his
winger,
shoulder.
doesn't it? His positioning, he's a wing. his
I think
positioning
he
is a
could
winger.
play behind the striker himself. I really do. He'd win a few headers and
False
Good on
nine,
Albert
false
Crossing.
9, would you say? Or?
false nine
There
or
is-
whatever.
I'm just thinking then there's another argument. Maybe we've been burnt too many times by getting loan players and Derek's waiting because he's waiting for something else yet. It could be us messing
Oh,
Andrew
no,
Dallas
that's what
up.
he said too.
We've got the free agent.
Right,
So he's saying that. We've got the free agent market open. Use it.
But it's quite a hard sell, isn't it? You're going to get free agent in, so I'll give you a contract till May,
Yeah, yeah.
and after that you're gone. You know, you think, well, I've got to move house, I've got to move my
Or
kids.
if
or-
you've got players who Derek knows, so chucking African who are in there again, couldn't he just say, look, I'm having you till May, goes well, you're in my squad next
It's
year?
not a step forward, is it?
No.
How many goals
You
did
know,
he score?
you're in a relegation battle.
Yeah.
I think one of the things we were talking about before we came on was, is Derek making the most of the players that he's got? So I'm not saying I've got an opinion on it, but if you think about subs at a certain time, where games have gone, is the pressure on Derek to go, actually you could have made substitutions
Well, he did on
sooner.
Saturday,
We
though,
were-
didn't he?
we
Tony?
were legging-
Quadruple sub.
Saturday is the first time I've seen him go,
He did it at
do you know
Fleetwood,
what,
but
Yeah.
he
get
hadn't
him.
done enough of it.
But a lot of noise from fans is we have got people on the bench. Sluey, there's no point bringing
Sluey's been
Sluey on
poor
at
this season.
85
been
minutes.
poor,
Do we
hasn't
need to bring
You've
him on?
got-
Or
You've
is
got
it
our old
because
mate
he's
Adam
not
Lewis
coming
kicking
on
his
for
heels
1
for
minute?
far
I think
too
we'll
long.
tell
haven't
him,
we?
I think
He
Adam's
needs
got
to
the right
be brought
body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get Lewis on at 60-minute mark for
Yeah.
flip's sake.
How
It's a
frustrating
game
is he?
changer.
Yeah.
It's frustrating,
It's
isn't it?
the
frustrating.
proactive
I feel
versus
for
reactive
his start,
debate.
Yeah.
So we
No,
are
no.
very reactive.
Yeah.
We wait for them to make
Yeah.
a change and then we go,
But maybe
now we're
if we
getting
do get a
beat.
couple of
3
players in
months
the
left
bench
of the
before we
season.
start,
We've got to start taking risks at some
God,
point.
we're-
And I think we saw that on Saturday, didn't we? Where he went, we have to
have to go.
try
He
and get
Yeah,
something
yeah,
off this,
yeah.
and it was 4
Yeah.
straight
If it
away.
does come, if we do get Dallas and it turns out we didn't sign him in time, what an absolute own goal that is, because that was a game we could have won.
He's got 2 or 3, won it, that game?
And the longer we wait, like waiting all this week,
We
just
can't
losing
wait.
potential
Alan
points.
said it. Well, we can't. We
Can't
need him
afford to
sappy.
wait.
Do
It's
you think if we
frustrating.
don't get a striker, if we get these 2 signings that have come in, if we get nothing else, do you think that's us done? Because I still have a bit of hope. I still have a bit of hope.
I'm
because
a
of
goal
our
scorer, we are
performances.
down.
We don't, again, we still don't have an out-and-out
Because some of these
striker.
players have got to, I mean, statistically, they've got to score at some point, haven't they?
You can't score if there's no one
You've
in.
got to get in the right position
I
to
was thinking
score.
about
Got
that
those
Dackers
3
for a while, but now I worry.
chances. Guillaume could have scored, Callum could have scored 2. They were in the box, the ball was in the box, they fluffed the
Well, they're
line.
not
So
instinctive
what
strikers,
is the
though.
statistics to say actually in some matches they would go in?
Well,
They're
to
not.
the point.
They're not.
So
You can't
if
score,
we
you can't
if we
score.
go on to
They're not
Saturday,
strikers.
Colchester are one that they're very up and down this
Mid-table,
year.
And we have quite a good
So
record
if we're
of goals.
talking about
Yeah, we
we have
have.
a good record, if
Yeah.
we're talking about players finally scoring goals, what better opportunity is there than going there and doing it? JJ netted 3 last year.
They
Who's to
had,
say that Dak isn't going to go, you know what?
they had a
I'm gonna
guy
prove
Neil
these
Miller
at the Wild
the
Road.
other
I'm
night.
going to hit a barn door, I'm going to score 3.
They did well at Arsenal.
Yeah,
Was it 5-2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scored 5.
it's not
Yeah.
given by any means.
No,
is it?
No.
Chesterfield.
Right, yeah, that was Chesterfield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield,
Most Colchester
not
played last night.
Colchester.
We've had a free week,
Yeah,
so maybe.
We've got a shot at it, I think, but we've got to be positive.
So looking forward,
Better
how do we
away
all feel-
record.
how do we all
Yes.
feel about
Yeah.
Colchester?
I think he's going to bring Andrew Dallas on like a Santi Cazorla signing, where he comes out
In a
with
tube,
a smoke machine and that, and then he's going to
Flames.
score 6.
Like, take me out when we come down.
Yeah.
No, like it. I love it.
Well, when we looked, the second signing he said was complete as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So there was
Two
2.
agreements in
It's
place.
interesting, man, 'cause
Do you not have to look at most matches in this league and go on form? We could win this.
Absolutely.
4 of the
Because-
next 5 are away, and we're
And
better
we're
away
better
from
away.
home.
We're better.
I think it's
better
a poor
away.
league, me. I think
Yeah.
the
I
standards
agree.
are
I thought
really,
Crewe-
really poor league.
Crewe were
Crewe.
It's a bit of a blockbuster league, League One, and then It's sort of the dread
Don't
team.
put it past Derek to play Leon Saturday.
I'd look
Because he's done this before and it's
like
something.
it'd be a bit of a surprise.
Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
What sort of injury was it? Was it
Missed
muscle
it, Meg.
injury?
Missed it, Meg.
No,
I think it was a muscle.
Was it
He's done
muscle?
it. Yeah, he's done it before.
Well,
Really, Angle?
it's a
Very
shame because he was
dangerous.
looking good when he got that.
He
injury,
was,
wasn't
yeah.
he? He didn't. I think he scored 1 in 8, but he was
Looked like a
getting into
partnership
his
was formed.
stride.
And he was physical. up front.
Yeah.
He's an athlete.
Yeah.
Well, between him and Dackers, they were playing well
Looked like a
together.
partnership.
And I tell you what, if he is
It
back,
worked well out on Jimmy. I think you're right. That would be a give other teams
Yeah.
problems.
Hold on,
Yeah.
trying to run behind.
moving on
Perfect.
to
6'9".
the Tuesday night blockbuster, could be revenge from Bradford for the FA Cup. How do we think it's going to go? I'm a bit worried.
They are going well at the moment.
And they've got Michael Mellon.
Their manager
Yeah,
seems
just
to
gonna
have
bench.
tamed the natives and
Yeah.
turned the corner, so I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest with you. A little bit.
I'm a bit worried, but I think we'll manage.
I'll tell you what, I'll take 4 points from the next two.
I think you've got
Saturday and a point at Bradford.
Yeah.
As I said, 4 of the 5 are away. So okay, yeah, you're saying Colchester, Bradford, back home for the Fleetwood
Yeah.
game. Then you've got Newport on the Tuesday. Hell of a
That's
trip,
interesting.
but
Yeah.
you know they're the worst side in the league at the moment in the last 5 or 6 games, aren't they? And then who've we got
I
the
think-
last one?
I hate Bradford away. I'm
Yeah.
just going to say I hate going
I like Valley
Bradford
Parade.
away.
I don't
No,
like
I
the
don't
fans
like
to be
I
free.
don't
I like
like
the
it.
atmosphere,
I
it's
do
all
not
real.
like it. Last year when we went away there, the atmosphere was rubbish.
Yes.
It was
Very hostile, isn't it?
Ours were good.
And then a
Yeah,
Tuesday
they
night as
cracking.
well.
I enjoy myself,
Yeah, we
but it's not. You're not welcome here.
No, you're not AOL there.
I think, though, look, let's be honest. The Colchester's the one we've got to really go for, haven't we?
I think so.
If we get
Yeah.
anything at Bradford's a bonus for me.
Yeah.
And then what's the one after that?
Fleetwood at
Fleetwood.
home.
We
Maybe a
need
bit
to
of
start
Yeah,
winning.
they
at home.
away.
I like Glencoe on that one.
Yeah.
County away.
But don't
We've
we
got to
need
look-
to start getting points at
Doing
home?
it, it's
Yeah.
I
like
mean,
We've
that
got to look at
feeling
these games now.
Tranmere at home. Oh, what a
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
Just
And
want
that's what
that
keeps us up
one
or doesn't
more
keep us up at home
time.
form
Yeah.
now.
We're winning on Saturday.
It will be. I hope we
Commentators
win.
curse. Callum Jones getting an hat trick.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so.
I'm saying Dackers. I'll have you on that.
I'd just be pleased if they get one each.
So,
This one will
Push
have
all up.
Yeah.
so finally, we've got Tanya, Jeremy Shoots Trust. Bit of an update. So, what's the plans for the next few months? Have we got anything in the pipeline?
Yeah, there's loads going on as always. So Memorial Garden's going to be open in the next couple of weeks, and I know that's a project that's been going on for months. So I was really glad to come in and kind of grab it by the scruff and the neck and go, let's get that. So there'll be plaques for your loved ones that you can buy, and they'll be there for a lifetime. So that'll be a really nice one. We're working on the Legends Wall, aren't we? So looking at a graffiti artist mural on the way into the ground.
Is that a new
so,
one? Or will be carrying on from the old one?
Yeah,
Right,
so it'll be a new one. We might use some of the old stuff, but what we're thinking is, you know where the Memorial Garden's going to go? As you come into the home Halo Terrace, that whole area will start to become a mural, the Legends Wall, the Memorial Garden. So we know that when we go away, we love going and looking at little
Yeah.
bits like that, and it'll be good for the home fans.
Yeah.
On the ownership front, I think it's gone out actually. So by the time everybody's listening, still the same frustrating answers that we can't be provided an update. The update from the board has been that they're working more hours now than ever, trying to get it either pushed through or off the table and find somebody else. And just a message that we have our board meeting with the board next week. So thank you everybody for the questions. I think we've got 30 questions. It covers everything from where's the Chelsea money being spent, some more questions about the VAT issue. So it's just using that channel into the board to make sure. And then of course we've had the members questionnaire, and we've had a lot of responses, far more than we would have got if we'd have had a members meet. So when we had the members meet, I think 50 turned up. I think we've had nearly 200 people tell us what they think we should be doing about the ownership situation. So in the next couple of weeks, I'll be collating that, and we'll be doing some comms about, look, this is what the majority are saying we should be doing. So lots going on. Hopefully people are finding it useful. It's just frustrating that we can't give good or positive updates, but we can just reassure that we're pressing as much as we can. We email, we ring, we speak as much as we possibly can. We push the media for coverage, and we did get some really good coverage around the Chelsea match, the Eye, the Times. We got some big coverage around the Chelsea match. The trouble is, and this is what I try to say to people, I can speak to journalists today about Morecambe FC and they'll have no interest whatsoever because there's Champions League football going on, there's a bigger issue somewhere else. So we have to be realistic that we can speak to as many journalists as possible, but whether they're interested or not, we can't really do much more. But yeah, we're in contact with other trusts about things that they've got going on. Trusts who've got issues with their owners potentially working together and doing some stuff. So there's lots of stuff going on. I feel that people are getting real value for that tenner that they're sticking in. And any suggestions, just let us know. We're more than happy to listen.
Fantastic, Tony. Thank you very much. And on that note, if you're not a member of Shooms Trust, please get involved because we're doing a lot of great things. You definitely get your value for your money. But that's it from me. That's been my 3 weeks in. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for joining us tonight on Hit the Bar, and I'll see you all next week.